You just shared wow story, है ना? मजा आया कहानी सुनने में? Okay. Can we have wow momos for our attendees? And where are your stores in Kolkata?
81 stores around this venue itself, 4 stores in like not in 1 kilometer.
So the place where we have our after party, its store is probably a stone throw away, less than.
कितने बजे तक ओपन रहेगा?
50 meters.
Not even.
तो कूपन कोड क्या बताना है वहाँ पर?
You just click a selfie with me and go there, and my guys see in this industry we love feeding people. तो आपको खाना ऐसे ही खिलाएंगे, वैसे पूछेंगे भी नहीं.
Done है? Okay, done है. So now I would like to call Mr. Alpesh Shinde, Senior Manager from GoDaddy, and Deepak Daftari. सर कैसे आइए आप? सर मुझे भी थका है, मैं भी थका हूँ. On it? Nitin, is this on?
Hi everyone. So let me introduce myself. I'm Alpesh. I work for GoDaddy. I head the aftermarket department for GoDaddy India, and I also handle the premier services for GoDaddy India. It's been almost 5.5 years with GoDaddy. Prior to this, I was working with a data center company, and it's almost like 16.5 years of experience in this same industry. That's my journey. What we are going to say, what I'm going to share is about GoDaddy platform, Afternic platform, and about expired options.
So would you have liked a professional MC, master of ceremonies, or Jay is good enough? No comments? We actually didn't have an MC because we were running short on funds, but I think Jay is entertaining enough. What do you share my views?
Yes.
You find him funny enough? Do you want me to crack some jokes on Jay? Just get even?
Please.
I'll do that probably after the conference is over.
You are scared of?
Of course I am.
So let me start without the slides. So basically whenever you search for a domain name, you actually search on GoDaddy platform to register a domain. You all are domain investors who are actually trying to register, or you want your domains to be listed somewhere. What I understand is, who are your audience? Is it end customer, corporate, SMEs? Who are they? These are the audience for you. And where they actually search for the domain name, they will come on a registrar. And where the maximum amount of searches are done, it is on GoDaddy platform. So anybody when search for a domain name, they will right now see the domain name is already registered, it is not available for buying. Say just example Nitin, right? Nitin.com is not available. But if we list that domain on our actual platform for $10,000, anybody who is searching for that domain, he will see that this domain is available for $10,000 at a buy now price, and he may straight away purchase that domain. So what I'm saying is, you should list the domain on our actual platform. More visibility, like Sagar said, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. So take the advantage of our search engine, our search platform. Okay.
Yeah. So after Rohit's session and Ashwin's session, a lot of people outside had a lot of questions about the entire process. Now let me break it up for you in very simple layman terms from a Dominion side of things, and Alpesh will clear it from the company side of things. You register things, you register a domain name, you have it for 1 year, 365 days. The day it expires, typically it takes 75 days from it to expire to get deleted from the registry. By registry, what we mean? When you buy a domain name, VeriSign has a register where the domain is written and the end date is written. So technically, you do not own a domain name, you are licensing it from VeriSign. So after 365 days, they put a notification. So typically in GoDaddy's case, after 30 days, If it is not renewed within 30 days and you have decided not to renew, or for whatever reason it is not renewed, it goes to GoDaddy auction. Those auctions typically run for 7 days. Now GoDaddy has its own auction platform. Most of the registrars who don't have their own auction platform send it to either Snap Names or Namejet. Now they have a partnership on the dropping names. Or third party, Name.com, they are smaller players like Name.com, etc. also. So, but GoDaddy being the market leader, they have 60% if not more market share. GoDaddy doesn't send its inventory outside. GoDaddy wants to keep the money in-house. So they have their own drop platform. So whatever domains which are registered with GoDaddy drop or are auctioned within the GoDaddy wall of their own platform. So once a domain is expired after 30 days, it goes into the GoDaddy auction platform. From there, it is a 7-day auction system. Anybody can go during that 7-day period and bid on domain names. You can go to auctions.godaddy.com. There are different search parameters. Everybody has their own philosophy of searching domain names. I have my own, which if you want, I can share. So once you go into that, within that 7-day period, you place on your bids. Generally, towards the last day, towards the last hour, the bidding becomes very hectic. I have seen some auctions go for as much as 7 hours at a stretch, because there are some people who like to stretch it, and then there are some people like me who like to torture. Torture in the sense that you have a bid at, let's say, $60, $65, $100, and somebody is continuously bidding against you, and after a point in time you get tired. Then you start harassing the person. So what you technically do is, when you put in a bid, it extends the auction by 5 minutes. So then people like me who have a screwed up mentality sit quietly for 4 minutes and 50 seconds, and in the last 10 seconds put in a bid, which increases the auction by another 5 minutes. So you then have a cup of coffee which keeps you awake for another couple of hours, and again after 5 minutes, just before 10 seconds, you put another bid, and that's the way you harass your opponent. But that's not the end of the story. Now there are players who have automated systems who harass us. So, but there is a catch also. When you play with the automated system, you generally put in a predefined bid, because a robot can place a bid for you. Sorry?
Proxy bid.
Proxy bid. So a robot can put a bid for you up to a certain limit you put in. So the key to that is that you keep on, the moment a robot puts a bid, you put in a bid 5 minutes and all, but after a certain point in time, once that bid is crossed, the robot or the automated system of your opponent will stop bidding. That is when you can put in a bid higher than that and grab that domain. That is what in our industry we call sniping. You can also write scripts and snipe domains at the exact right moment. Similar thing happens. Now, let's say nobody bids on a domain name during that 7-day period. So on the 7th day, at the end of that 7th day period, there is a gap. That domain goes from GoDaddy general auctions to closeouts.
Right.
But during that window, now these are inside secrets. Because you've come to the conference, I'm going to share some of the secrets. During the window of that transition of GoDaddy auctions to closeouts, in the last 10 seconds, if you put in a bid, there's a gap of half an hour. That is how you snap a domain name at almost closeout prices without your opponent being able to put a bid. But unfortunately, now GoDaddy has caught up to domainiers and has stopped that practice. Bad for us. You're trying to kill us, small domainiers. So that was one way. Now, if nobody bids on that 7-day period or time frame, it goes to GoDaddy closeouts. Those are marginal names. People think that domains which have gone to GoDaddy closeouts are not valuable. There's always gold found in dust, if you look hard enough, and there's always money to be made. So GoDaddy, once it goes to closeouts, the starting is $12. So first day it's $12, next day it becomes $11, $10, $7, $5. The day it becomes at $5, it is the last day you can put in your bid, because if you don't put in your bid even at $5, it goes into redemption. Redemption in the sense that it goes into a deletion cycle. Now I'll come to that part later on. So let's say you like certain domains and you keep on, and by God's grace nobody has put in a bid. It goes to $5 and you grab it at that $5. So effectively you pay $5 plus the registration based on your package. If you have a DDC account with GoDaddy, which is domain discounт club, which costs I think $120, $10 a month, but with coupon codes and with Alpesh's graciousness, you can get some codes out of him and that price can come down. The price would typically come down to around $8, $9, $10, $11, whatever is your system with them on your volume. And you pay that $5 plus the registration cost and you get the domain name for $15. Now what happens if nobody bids at even that $5 also? The domain goes into a redemption cycle, that is a pending delete stage. So now when it is into a pending delete, then it becomes a free for all. So GoDaddy is not known for catching pending delete domain names because GoDaddy is strong with their inventory. When it becomes into pending delete, that means in the next 3 days, after the end of the 3-day period, it will drop at a certain time when the VeriSign registrar decides to delete the domain name, which is typically, I think if I am not wrong, one time between 1:30 AM to 2 PM, when the domain gets dropped. By the term dropped, it means it gets deleted from the VeriSign registry if it is a .com or .net. That is the time when you go to a drop catcher. Now this is in the case of GoDaddy domains. Now there are tons of other registrars. So there are other registrars who do not give their inventory to anybody. So in those cases, you go to platforms like SnapNames, Namejet, Dropcatch, which is the biggest dragon in town, and you back order a domain name. Now it can be $59 if you go to Dropcatch, it can be $69 if you go to Namejet, it can be $79 if you go to SnapNames. Depends upon your appetite. If it is a marginal name and you have big volumes, there's something called a discount club in Dropcatch, which again you can put in your desired bid from as low as $8 to as much as $59. It's up to you how much you want to take a risk. Because if you put in a domain discount club bid, that won't get a preference. The preference will be given to a guy who puts in a full bid at $59. So pray to God that somebody has not put in a bid at $59 because then it will go to. So once that drop happens, if you are the only guy who has put in that auction bid, I just got a notification I won a name, I'm not going to tell. So then you get that domain and that $59 is debited from your card or whatever alternate payment system. If there are more than one bidders, then another auction, closed auction. By closed auction I mean that whoever put in a bid, pending delete bid, are put into a closed auction group and that auction happens for 3 days. Typically Dropcatch auctions close at 1:30. So again you go into a 3-day auction cycle and at the end of it, whoever is the highest bidder gets the name. You get a formal notification, you pay whatever your fees are due and the domain is finally in your account. It might sound very technical and a lot of jargon, but with a bit of practice and everything for the new domainers, you'll get it because once you get into the cycle, it's all pretty easy and doesn't take a lot of time. So this is mota the cycle of how a domain name works. But then if nothing happens and the domain is deleted from the registry, it becomes free for anybody to register. That's what Rohit does. Rohit, you're there? Yeah, so that's what Rohit does. It becomes available for anybody. It shows deleted domains. That means the domain is ready for anybody to be registered. That's the story of what Ashwin and Rohit showed you.
Thank you, Deepak. So when you are actually using the expired auction, we have a tool called Domain Investor app. It's a mobile app. You use it. It is like handy. Deepak uses it.
Yeah.
It gives you notification whether you have been outbid for that domain name, whether you have won that domain. It also gives you notification if you are just watching that domain and what is happening to those auction domains.
Yeah, so typically for people like Jay Poldia who like to move around here and there with their hair open and multicolored clothes and hardly sit on their system, GoDaddy has made a special app. You can go to the Google App Store and download that app, which is called the GoDaddy Investor app. It's a beautiful system, fully automated. Now, the only thing which you have to do is before you use the app, you have to back order or put the domains on watch list. By watch list, I mean that there's a concept called watch list in GoDaddy auctions. That means you are watching the auction, but you have technically not put a bid. There is a small button on every auction page of a particular domain name where it's mentioned watch list. So once you click on a watch list, the domain is added to your account. But you are not part of the auction because you are watching it. You want to take a decision at the right time whether you want to bid or not. So that is the one. If you click on the domain name, the watch list. This is the app version. On the desktop version, once you go into the domain panel, it shows a small tick as watch list, and that's so. Before using the app, you have to back order all your domain names on the desktop, and then they start showing in your app. The beauty of it is that, let's say our auction is ending at 9 o'clock. Now, GoDaddy doesn't have a fixed ending. Domains can end at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, at 5 o'clock in the evening, at 2:30 a.m. in the night, depending on wherever you are and what your activities are.
Correct. So it basically shows you 7 days, then 2 days, 3 hours, and 6 minutes.
So once you put in on watch list, it will show you in your favorites. That means you are watching those.
Favorite is different, watching is different.
Okay.
If you are having some favorites, you can actually select them. These are the favorites one.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's new for me
So
also.
it goes to favorites.
Okay. So you can bid once you have ordered on your machine and you've put in either a watch list or a bid on it. The domain name will start reflecting in your GoDaddy Investor app. The beauty of it is you can put a live bid, you can put a proxy bid. It shows you different metrics for the domain you are planning to bid. It gives you the age, the GoDaddy valuation tool, and a lot of different parameters. And you can put in a bid without being on your machine anywhere on the move with a basic internet connection. That is how the system works.
So you come to know who are the bidders, what is the appraisal, what this particular domain, say Bay.net. It was yesterday itself when we were actually checking, and Bay.net, the bid was actually at $1,000, and the estimated value is also shown over here, the appraisal value. There is another thing which we also mentioned, the details, how old this particular domain is, the registration age. It's like 25 years old.
So if you see down at the bottom, it shows you watching, bidding, ended. If you have won, it has a one column, so it will show you whether the bids you put in, you won the domain or not, how many you are watching, how many you are bidding, how many closed, and if you are bidding on that auction, it will also show you the closing price for the domain name.
So this is all about the Domain Investor app. Use it, you will come to know how handy it is. If you have any questions, you can connect with me. I'll be sharing my LinkedIn account also. You can connect, touch base with me on that. There's another thing called Afternic. If you are listing your domains on Afternic, it gets distributed to almost 150 reseller networks, almost registrars. So it's like your visibility of your domains increases more. So it's not just on GoDaddy platform or Afternic platform, it will get listed on iChina platform, iChina registrar. Even if it will get listed on Network Solution, Belgon ID. So anybody around the world, whosoever is searching for that domain name, and if it is listed on our domain platform at a buy now price, the person who is buying that domain will see it, that this is an opportunity of buying it at a price. Rather than if it is not available, he will search for something else. The choice would be different.
So the current system is that there are two entry formats if you want to sell into the FAST program. GoDaddy, if your domain is registered with GoDaddy or its partners, right now, currently you can register for the fast transfer two ways. One is premium listings and the second is Afternic. So when somebody comes on a GoDaddy platform, which is millions of users hitting on the GoDaddy.com website, and you have already put in your listing on a premium listing or Afternic platform listing, it will show the user who's searching for their domain name that this is not available. However, there is this domain which you are searching, although it's not available to register, it is available as a premium domain name, and it will show your price listing as a premium domain name. Now, if the value is good enough or lucrative enough for the buyer, he buys it then and there. GoDaddy's system deducts the amount from the buyer then and there. The domain is removed from your account then and there. You get a notification, and in 5 days time, you are issued your payment in your specified mode of payment. Totally automated system. The same way Afternic system works. However, now they have a beta program going on, wherein in a few months they are going to merge premium listings and Afternic listings, and the single mode will be Afternic listings only, because there are some archaic systems in place. So to avoid that, they are unifying the system, and it will be one Afternic listing to make life easier for all of us.
So we also have been hearing from people that how should I price my domain name? What should be my price? Is it the correct price which I am putting it across? So we have a domain value appraisal. If you mention
which
your
works against investors. I'll give you a live example. I have mischief.com where my aim to sell it for $1 million. और एक भाई मेरे गले पड़ गया कि GoDaddy system. Now GoDaddy system doesn't show prices more than $25,000. It shows $25,000 plus. That means the GoDaddy system cannot evaluate beyond $25,000. It is more than $25,000. It can be 1 million, it can be 10 million, whatever the price. But then people come to us and say, why are you asking for $1 million when the GoDaddy system shows is $25,000 without reading the notification that it means it's more than $25,000. So it's not beneficial for some players.
I would say that's it from my side.
So any questions? We'll take 2 questions. We are running short on time. Yes, Rohit.
I have a query in terms of Afternic. In Afternic, we have a normal listing and another one is
Fast transfer.
fast transfer. There is an issue with the fast transfer that in case of fast transfer, we receive authorization code which we have to put in our registrar. If it's not in GoDaddy, if it's in BigRock or some other. So normally when we register a domain or purchase a domain, for 2 months, actually they can't be a transfer.
60 days.
Yeah, 60 days, 2 months. After that, we receive that code. Many times we receive code after 10 months or 12 months. It's happening in Afternic on a regular basis.
Okay.
So is it some kind of system update or is some fault with the system?
If you can
Happens
actually
on-
offline give me those things, I can check it out.
So after the transaction is complete, obviously I have some obvious question. So after the transfer is complete, how do you get control of the domain? Because it might be dropping from somewhere else,
Correct.
or it may be at some other location. How do you get control of the domain?
Would you like to answer that?
You were.
Okay. So whenever the domains are getting, you are buying a domain name. So you have paid a particular amount to the seller, and the seller, if the domain is already with us, we are just pushing it to your account. But if it is not, we will actually have that domain. Once we have that, we will push it into your account. That's it.
So the common normal creature is that if it is within the registrar, that is the buyer and the seller both are on GoDaddy platform, the technical term for that is pushing. The seller pushes the account, the domain name from his account to your account. So there is no physical transfer of the domain name from that same registrar. So there is no effective 60-day lock. It's only a 7-day lock, I think, put into the account. But if you are transferring from outside GoDaddy into GoDaddy, so then there is a 60-day lock, which is known as a transfer. So which in GoDaddy's case can happen in less than 10 minutes, or a name right can happen in less than 30 seconds. In the case of BigRock or somebody else might take as long as 5 to 7 days.
So we also have a premier services. So whosoever is having a domains to 50 domains and above, and actually qualifies for $5,000 and above in a year, they qualify for a premier services. Now in that premier service, you have a dedicated account manager. You can straight away reach out to us, to the agent. Plus they will help you with the bulk transfer, bulk updates. Plus they also have a service called DTVS, Domain Transfer Validation Service.
So they call you before anything happens to your domain names, any transfer, any renews, anything, you get a physical call. So your domains are totally locked down and they are totally safe. Now with so many online frauds happening, if you have DTVS enabled for your valuable names, before anything moves, anything turns or anything, any action takes place in your account, your agent, your account manager will call you, verify it with a code, with a PIN number, and then only any action will take place. So your domains are totally safe with a double authentication. GoDaddy also has the Authenticator app.
Yeah, two-factor.
Two-factor authentication, you have a Google Authenticator app, so you can use that and lock down every action. So whatever action you take, you need to authenticate using the Google Authenticator app, put in the code, then only the transaction takes place. Rest, Alpesh is going to be around. You can always catch him. He is going to be here, he's been there throughout the day. You catch him outside. You catch him outside because we need to wrap up in 15 minutes. Jay tells me that he wants to do appraisal session, so we'll probably do it 5-7 domains only because we are seriously short on time. We have Mayur whom we need to harass by making him give the closing vote of thanks. We need to thank our sponsors, GoDaddy. I think we should give GoDaddy a standing ovation because without them this wouldn't have happened today. Let's
Thank you guys. Thank you, Deepak.
thank you to GoDaddy. Can I invite Ashwin to come and felicitate Alpesh, who has been our total strength of support?